Hello VC, this is Ron. Thanks for joining me. Hey, got some cool things lined up today. I just got a package in the mail from NicoMalcolm. He lives in Norway and he sent me some nice VCLT. So I'm going to do an opening on the box he sent me. And also I got some recent finds, and then we're going to revisit the Winnie Ruth Judd murder house that I visited a few months ago. Okay, to get going here, I'm gonna crack open this VCL package from Nico. Way too generous, man. You shouldn't have sent me this much. But yeah, I've not looked at it yet. I've got it partially open, so I'm gonna go ahead and open the rest of it. So shall it be written, so shall it be done. Okay. He's got it sealed on the inside too. Oh, it's a box within a box. Okay. So shall it be written, so shall it be done. Well, you sure did pack it safe, that's for sure. Oh wow, he sent me a nice letter. Now this ought to be some great European stuff. Nico has great taste. I've learned so much from him. Stuff that I never knew it existed, I've seen on his channel. Okay, this is a plain master hood. And this is brand new, sealed. So I'm sure he's got everything all detailed in his letter of what this stuff is. Oh, and he sent me a single, Planet Master God. Another band I've not heard of. This looks pretty recent. It's got a website on the back of it. They're definitely European. Oh, this is Nico's band. Wow, there he is right there. So he plays in a band. So he looks like he's their drummer. Very cool. Definitely have to be checking that out. Yeah, you ought to post a video of your band, Nico. I'm sure everybody'd like to see it. This is Titanic Greatest Hits. It's a 2-album set. Cool. Oh, this looks like a various artist kind of a thing, I think. No, maybe not. No. This is just other LPs in the series. It's on CBS. It's a French pressing. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get into this stuff. So far, none of that I've ever heard of before. Now this I've seen online, and I've actually seen Nico show it. Freddie Linkhorst Menu. Love that cover, huh? Wow. Cool. Janice, Aunt Mary. This is a reissue. It looks like it's on our Karma. Yeah, it is. Whoa. Whoa. And I think he showed a copy of this. I'm not sure, but I think he did. It looks like it was originally on the 1973 Vertigo label. Yeah, he knows a lot about progressive psych, European stuff that most people in the US here don't know about. Unless you're, you know, really into that genre. Okay, got one more here. And it looks like Rufus Newborn Day. Oh, he just showed this. It's got a winter scene on this side, and then this side it's got a spring scene. Yeah, he just showed this real recently. It's on Polydor. 1973. It says, oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Oh man, this is going to provide hours of very pleasurable listening. I can't thank you enough, man. That's way too much. Yeah, I know you don't expect anything from me, but you're going to get something. I can't accept that without sending something your way too. So, in fact, I've already got a couple of things picked out for you. So yeah, unbelievable. Thank you so much. Okay, we're gonna get going. Remember when I said I was gonna be playing some local Arizona music? Well, that's what's on the turntable right now. It's by a band called Ashbury. Endless Skies is the name of the album, and this is their only release from 1983. And they are out of Tucson, Arizona. And it's, even though it came out in the early 80s, it's got a very 70s sound, as you could tell. It's a mixture of rock, it's got some prog elements, it's got some hard rock, and it's just an excellent album through and through, and it has been reissued on vinyl. I'm sure it's probably readily available out there if you look online. Ashbury, very cool, excellent album. Okay, now I'm going to go on with the recent finds that I just picked up within the last week. And I picked up JFA, and this is an album that they put out in 1985, and it's 1984 Live. And it's got them live at CBGB's in New York, and then it's got them live at the Electric Banana in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is just really cool. Look at the opening track. They do the Charlie Brown theme from the cartoon. And they do some Ventures. They do Lowrider by War. They do some Venture stuff. Yeah, just an unbelievable mix of surf and punk. I've always known about this band, and it wasn't until Vinyl Richie really urged me to check these guys out, which I did. And yeah, they were just amazing. And in fact, I think they're still together doing some stuff in one way or another. I think they put out a 45 not too long ago. So this is on the Placebo label. So I'm glad to pick this up. Then I got Circus. And this is a pretty highly rated prog album from, a lot of sources say 73, but it's actually 71 according to the label. This is a reissue. It does say published 1971 on it. And they put out this album in the UK. It was a private pressing. They financed the whole album themselves and put it out. And they only pressed 1,000 copies of it, so it's pretty rare to find. It was produced by the guy that was producing the Hollies at the time. And it's sort of symphonic prog, and then it's got a little bit of a hard edge rock mixed into it. Very cool. Not every track works for me, but the majority of it is just really, really good. It rates about 3 stars on the average. Some people give it higher rating, but I would say a 3, 3.5, that's about right. And the production level on this thing is just amazing. It sounds like it came out of a professional studio with a professional label backing the band. Just amazing album for a private pressing. And originals go for the big bucks. This is a 1986 reissue on 5 Hours Back. And I didn't love it, but it's one that's gonna grow on you, know. I listened to it a couple of times, and yeah, really very, very cool, classy album. And then I got Uriah Heep, and this is the Magician's Birthday. Now I want to get Demons and Wizards too, because that's got Easy Living on it. That's probably my favorite song by them. Came with a insert lyric sheet. Okay, then I got the Zodiac Cosmic Sounds, and I had this album, but this is a mono, so I picked up a nice mono to go with my stereo copy. You really, in all reality, unless you're a huge fan of this album or you love the differences between mono and stereo, stereo is all you're really going to need, because it has nice wide sound effects, music separation, and but I thought, you know what, this thing was nicely priced, and monos are harder to find. It's from the Summer of Love. I mean, it's pretty groundbreaking in its own way. So I grabbed it. And I was comparing a couple of the tracks last night between mono and stereo, and I could definitely hear differences in the mix. On the mono, the opening track, the guitar was just way up in the front of the mix as compared to the stereo. So I love stuff like that, you know. So yeah, this is just a really cool album, and it's on the Tan Electra label. Picked up another copy of Love Da Capo, still in the shrink, and uncut. Now the cover I had, my collection, was pretty nice, but it had a drill hole in the corner. This is uncut. The vinyl was just a little bit better than what I had. Not a huge difference, but just enough to swap. So pretty happy with this. It had a $3.79 price tag on it, but it was at Skaggs department store. It was $2.69. So that was very welcome to my love collection. Then I got another copy of Jimi Hendrix Experience. Are You Experienced? And this is still in the shrink. And it's the original label. Now the vinyl wasn't quite as nice as the vinyl that I had in my collection, but the cover is actually better. I had this cover in the shrink, but somebody put some tape on it, so I had, like right here, I had a little bit of tape residue that was actually on the cover itself, where the shrink, they taped the shrink on, and it stained the cover. So this is just way better cover. And it came from a discount record center. And it was pretty pricey actually, $4. So that wasn't all that discounted. I wanted to make sure I got that. Alright. Now after I got it home, I was comparing, this is the copy I had, and this is the copy I just got. This has got a little bit different, these have different colors. This one's a little more avocado for a green background, and this one's a little bit more mustard. The text is more purple on this, and the text on this is more lavender. So this is actually just, this is a little bit earlier pressing as far as the matrix code compared to this one, even though they're both the original label. So you can see a little bit of difference there. I love stuff like that. And the last thing I got for the showing is the mothers. We're only in it for the money. And this has a sticker here, which is not on all copies. Now, when I saw this, I saw the drill hole right here. It was a cutout. It ended up in the cutout bin at discounted price. Okay? When I saw that, I thought, oh man, I think this might be the censored version. So, it wasn't priced as a censored version, but I had the guy throw it on the turntable on one part, and it was the censored version. So there's several parts of this that were censored by the record label, behind Frank Zappa's back, and it's less common than the uncensored version. So yeah, I was really pleased to get this. I was doing some research last night, and I found out something I never knew. Jimi Hendrix, he was really there at the photo shoot. I always thought that they'd stuck a picture of him into the cover, but he was actually standing there during the photo shoot. It's like, wow, I was like, man, I never knew that before. So, and standing next to Frank is Gail Zappa, and she's pregnant with Moon. So, I found that to be really cool. If you go online, there's a website that shows everybody that's on the We're Only In It For The Money cover. A lot of people. Frank Zappa's dad is even pictured in there. And it came with the, I got the insert with it. So this was just a welcome. These book out a lot higher than what they actually go for, but they do go for more. Go for more than the first issue uncensored copies. I got it out. I struggled, but I got it out. Okay. This brings us to the last part of my video. A while back I showed this record, the Trunk Federation. And you see Winnie Ruth Judd there. She was a trunk murderess. I told the whole story in a previous video. And I will flash on the screen that video number. So, what I did last night, I went back over there. I thought, hey, getting close to Halloween, what a perfect time to revisit the place. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back over there and look at the video I shot last night. So that's it. I want to thank Nico so much, just too much. And thank you to all my new subscribers, and happy Halloween, and let's get going. Field trip. Okay, it's October 15th, 2016, and I'm standing on the corner right next to the Winnie Ruth Judd murder house. And if you missed my earlier video, what happened was basically in 1931, Winnie Ruth Judd murdered two of her friends with a .25 caliber handgun, and she put the bodies in two trunks to ship to Los Angeles on a train. One of the bodies was too big to fit in the trunks, so she dismembered it, cut the legs off, arm, and threw them in the trunk, and went on a train with the trunks to LA. While in the train station, blood started coming out of the trunks. A train station attendant noticed it and confronted her about it. She said that she didn't have the key, and she had needed to go outside and get the key from the person that was picking her up. Well, she fled the scene. They eventually caught her, took her to trial, and found her criminally insane. And she spent most of her life here in Phoenix in a mental institution at 24th Street in Van Buren. She was eventually paroled when she was very elderly, and she died in 1998 here in Phoenix. And coincidentally, as fate would have it, she committed the murders in October, and she died in the month of October. Coincidence? Karma? I think karma. Karma can be a bitch. 1 in 12 chance of that happening, and she died the same month. Okay, we're gonna go over and take a look at the house. They've been doing construction around the house since I was last here a few months ago. It's kind of odd. It looks like they're putting up apartments built, and they're building it right around the house. So I don't know if they're planning on moving this house or what they're gonna do, but we're gonna go over and we're gonna take a look at it. And as you can see from my pocket watch, it's just past midnight here, and this is a 1921 pocket watch. So it's from that time frame when the murders were committed. So, and coincidentally, I forgot to mention, right now, this very moment, tonight, as I'm standing here speaking, is the 85th anniversary of the Judd murders. So we're going to cross the street, and we're going to go look at the house. Here it is, right here. I believe it was built in the 1920s. It's been designated a historical site by the city of Phoenix. That's why there's one house on this whole block. All the other houses that are around it are gone. It still stands. Very creepy knowing that 2 women were murdered here 85 years ago this night. Very, very creepy. In fact, I think I'm going to back off. Okay, not much else to say, but if you've missed my first video on this house, be sure to check it. And happy Halloween, VC.